Hi y'all, welcome in. I'm going to pull a love reading for those who need some insight, clarity or guidance around their situation. Take a look at your person's energy towards you, your energy towards them, and then the mutual energy between you two. Let's take a look. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Manifestation card and strangely lonely. Somebody may be manifesting you because they're feeling isolated, feeling like they're walking this path alone, and they're looking for their twin soulmate, somebody who can walk with them through the good times and the bad. They're manifesting an easy transition from single life to a union. Who could this be, collective? Who's on your mind? Let's take a look. What is their energy towards you? The person on your mind, what is their energy towards the collective, please? Okay. It's a celebration, victory, social event, parties, renewed enthusiasm. You may have a social gathering coming up and this person is looking forward to seeing you there. They hope you got the invitation fanned out, available, no limits or restrictions, willingness to be vulnerable. This person's very open to, they're very open-minded about where this relationship could lead. At the bottom of the deck is planetary vibes, planetary influences, celestial realms, connection with the cosmos. Now that's important because in today's transit, February 2026, this is a timeless reading, but for whoever who's watching this today, not long after the upload, transiting Uranus is squaring Venus, which means a lot of unpredictable, fated meetings. On their side, they've got the divine hand, divine assistance, Midas touch, and attracting helpful people. This person's very attractive at this time, and they know it. They have a reason to go out and celebrate, and they're feeling very attractive and wanting to socialize. Okay, what's your energy towards the person on your mind? Think of that person, and let's take a look. At the bottom of the deck, the Knight's Tale, chivalry, an offer of love, old-fashioned values. Okay, this person, the person on your mind, or you yourself, collective, may have very traditional values where masculine and feminine roles are allocated. Follow the signs, collective. Signs and synchronicities might be showing up in your life right now. You are not alone. It's not an accident or a coincidence. There's that Uranus, Venus, unpredictable energy showing up. Did I say enemy? Worth the fight, not giving up easily, wanting to conquer, fighting for your love. So if you guys are in separation or taking a break, maybe some downtime, needing some space to think about where your relationship is heading, or wanting to renew vows or refresh your relationship, then you know that this person, you see a lot of potential in them. In the final dance, last chance, all or nothing, not playing games. Well, you're not mucking around, are you? You're like in there. Either are we doing this or not? That's the energy that I'm getting from you. You want clarity and consistency. Fair enough. You're serious. You take relationships seriously, especially with traditional values. You're not into situationships. Okay, the mutual energy between you two. You got the twin flame card. At the bottom of the deck is carelessness, whatever attitude, negligence, inattentiveness, not playing your cards right. I don't know if that's your energy or theirs. first card out is infinite abundance, prosperous life, unexpected windfalls, knowing your self-worth and value. And that's why you don't settle, why you don't expect anything less. And I could feel the twin flame card coming out, the energy around it when I started shuffling. Yes, they are your twin flame, yin and yang, life forever change. And there's that feminine and masculine energy coming out. Like you're a complete person on your own, but this person like adds to your value. And they feel the same way about you. Like yous are the opposites, maybe very different to each other, but when you're together, it's like your strengths are their weaknesses and their strengths are your weaknesses. You know, temperance, I'm getting the temperance energy. Miss Lazy Daisy, lack of action, procrastination and reluctance to make an effort. It's very similar to this carelessness card. The whatever, can't be bothered. I mean, if this person isn't into you, then they should say so, right? If they're wanting to be single, act single and explore options, then just be clear with that. I mean, it looks like you're in it for the long haul and this person is just not ready. But let's see what the tarot has to say. Spirit, what does the collective need to know about this situation that's on their mind with this person? Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. Refreshing, softening of the heart, emotions overflowing. I mean, this person may be overwhelmed by the intensity of commitment right now. I'm not saying they won't be ready in the future, but that right now, in order for them to know that you're the one, they have to go through some type of exploration to see what's out there. Because if they make a decision before they're ready, they're going to end up resenting being pressured, right? It has to be them that makes the choice. And with the Four of Wands, there's stability here and love. Just this person needs to make their mind up. Oops. And you can't pressure them with ultimatums, is what I'm feeling. Alright, let's keep going. The Emperor. Yeah, this person is the master of their own destiny. They are way too stubborn to be told what to do by a mere mortal. Is what I'm getting, a little bit of arrogance there. Aries energy, Ace of Pentacles. Let's see. What does the collective need to know about this situation in regards to this twin flame connection? One more. Thank you. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. Yeah, you two vibe off each other's energy. Like, this person doesn't drain you. If this reading doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. When you get together, it's like you've got more energy. It's almost like you shine. They bring out the best parts of you. Nine of Cups, Seven of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Chariot. Then you take a look at your cards. Yeah, your person has a tendency to do what they want when they want, but they find the time with you joyous, pleasurable. They love your company. They want to get to know you more. They may be a drinker, I'm not going to lie. They may be defensive when conversations telling them about their partying or their drinking or their socializing comes up. So there could be a wound there, and it's almost like they don't want to talk about it. They just want to carry on. This is the Emperor riding the Chariot. They're pretty determined to not change their ways, be a bit defensive about anybody trying to change them. With the Nine of Cups, they're pretty happy with their life the way it is. It's their life. They make their choices. And whether you get dragged along and put up with this type of behaviour is up to you, but they're not going to change, just so you know. Advice for the collective, please. Because it seems very self-centered, like this is all about them. This is what they want to say. I'm going to do it all signs at the end and then pull you some oracle cards. Advice, guidance or insight for the collective, please. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So when the High Priestess shows up in a reading, it's like you already know. You already know this behaviour, you know how it ends, you know how it restarts, you've seen the pattern before, maybe not with this particular person, but with others. King of Cups, Hierophant, and the Six of Swords. Now this came in reverse, so I'm thinking that there's 3 cards of movement here, that it's a repeating pattern. They walk away, they come back. They move away, they come back. But what I'm seeing in your advice is the King of Cups. You're done being this person's counsellor. I mean, your traditional values, even though you feel this really strong fated connection, and when you two are together, you lose track of time. It's like you could talk for hours, you could just spend like a whole night talking. And that's probably what you did in the honeymoon phase. But as time has progressed, you've realised that there's certain attributes that this person is either evading, with the Eight of Cups here, very defensive about, and just clams up with this body language here. And then they just stroll on back in like nothing happened. Like, okay, let's carry on. Your advice is to be your own best friend, or if you do have friends that you can be honest about without judgment, honest to without judgment, talk to them, let them in, because you have a very supportive energy around you right now with the King of Cups, whether this is you, water sign, or an earth sign. The Hierophant, this is the spiritual guru, especially with the High Priestess. These two together tell me that there's a spiritual connection, and it's almost like your energies are entangled to each other, like fire and water. They create steam. But to me, it seems a bit out of balance, and you can see that this person's not reaching their potential because of their own bad habits. You want what's best for them, but again, you're moving away to calmer waters, and that's honourable because you can't take this person's burdens away from them. You can't heal them when they're not ready, and you can't learn their lessons for them. It's really hard to let go of somebody that you have a very strong attraction and connection with, because you can always feel them in your energy with the High Priestess here. But I feel like this is a karmic lesson. Yours might be to let go and let them do what they're going to do. And no is a complete sentence, right? Which part don't you understand, the N or the O? But that no to this type of behaviour is a hell yes to you. Even if this person hasn't chosen you yet, let them do what they're going to do. Sooner or later they'll find out whether they value you and this connection or not. I'm going to clarify this Chariot card, please. Hierophant can also mean long-term commitment. Like you see a future with this person, it's just this one thing. You've got the High Priestess again. Okay, we've got a few cards here. 4 of Swords. First card out for the Chariot is the King of Wands. The High Priestess, the 5 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles. Like there's a lot of desire here, but there's also an inner knowing. I mean, this person, once you've addressed this type of behaviour, whether it's drinking or just bad habits, just overindulgence in general, maybe going out too much, socialising, getting into trouble. Once you've addressed this, and they're very defensive, not wanting to talk about it with the Seven of Wands here, even embarrassed, probably just embarrassed about, you know, the way that they behave when they're under the influence. They may try to hide it or hide the level of influence or control that this behaviour has over them. I'm surprised the devil isn't here. You're very driven in your goals, and it's almost like you've mapped out your direction and where you're going to go, but you refuse to be dragged along or dragged down into somebody else's mess with them. And again, I'm getting regret after cups being spilt, after breadcrumbing, and it's almost like you've already made your mind up with the King of Wands and the High Priestess here. Look, I can't keep doing this to myself anymore. I mean, what am I getting out of this? Just heartbreak, loss, grief, tears? It's like you've forgotten, or you both have forgotten that there used to be two cups here, and you've forgotten to pour into each other, and now you're pouring the cups out. There's healing involved. Somebody needs to heal what's happened and to try and fix the relationship by being open and honest about it. Damn, collective. But this person seems like a hard nut to crack. You've got Pisces, Cancer energy, Taurus. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to do an all signs quick. If they could be honest, what would they say to you if you're dealing with an Aries? Aries, what do they want to say to the collective? What do they want the collective to know? Well, you're not just the queen of their heart, you're the empress. There's no one else above you. Taurus, please. If you're dealing with a Taurus, what do they want you to know? They're like, hey, when I speak, I find it hard to express myself, but I want to be honest with you, and I want it to be a safe place where I can talk honestly with you. That's what the Taurus wants to say. Okay. Gemini, Four of Swords and the Son of Cups. Look, I'm willing to do the work. I want to heal this connection and make sure that we fill each other's cups. That's what the Gemini wants to say. They're aware that their toxic behaviour is affecting this relationship and they're wanting to fix it. Cancer. What does Cancer want to say if you're dealing with a Cancer? Well, you light up their life. You're the only good thing in this Cancer's life. Without you, it would be doom and gloom. Cancer, Leo, Ace of Pentacles. Leo wants a new start, something solid, grounded, maybe even get away from the social scene or the normal friends that he or she hangs out with. Leo, Virgo. Virgo doesn't blame you for walking away because they would have done the same thing and they respect you for that decision. They'll miss you though. Virgo, Libra. Libra wants equal give and take. Very diplomatic sign, Libra. They just want to make everybody happy. I'm getting like they would sacrifice their own happiness in order to make others happy. Scorpio. Knight of Wands energy. Scorpio is just lapping it up. Lapping up the attention. He's like, yeah, I'm good either way, man. I love you though. that still desire you and find you very attractive, but yeah, very in and out energy. Scorpio, 10 keys. Scorpio, Sagittarius, they feel you two are drifting apart and they don't know how to bring it back together. They're feeling a bit scattered and lost, not sure what to do, and these outside influences affecting this relationship. They know that. Sagittarius, Capricorn. What does Capricorn want to say to the collective, please? Oh, of course, it's a Capricorn card. 3 of Pentacles. They're wanting to collaborate, have an honest conversation, even get a neutral mentor or a third party to fix this, because they realize it's a long way up and it's going to be a challenge, but they're ready to do the work. That's typical Capricorn. The mountain goat. Okay, Aquarius. What does Aquarius want to say to you, collective? Four of Pentacles. Oh, that's holding back. It's like indifference. It's like, no, there's nothing to see here. Carry on. I've got this. I know what I'm doing. But you're mine, though. You belong to me. That's Aquarius. Okay, and Pisces. Last but not least, oh, Pisces. Okay, 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck is the Mother of Wands. I see that this is the collective energy. Pisces is doing Pisces again. They're very self-indulgent. They love where they're at in life, and I've got to be honest, with the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles here is very solitary energy. It's completion. It's very adaptable, very mutable. Pisces sign is, so they're easy, you choose. I'll just go with the flow, but give me some direction. That's what the Pisces is saying. Well, collective, that is your reading. Hopefully it gave you some insight or clarity around your situation. Like, subscribe or comment if this resonated with you. Till next time, stay blessed, y'all.